Hi, here's another video. I've got this Sony Walkman. It's a WM-BF6 II, which I've been having a look at. And it's a radio cassette. These are the original listings that the seller put online. And it's quite a few. And in the description, they state that it powers up okay, but there's a slight issue with the LCD display at the front, which you saw. So I'm going to have a look at that. I purchased it for $14.99, and it's arrived. And just got to unpack it, and got to admit it was well packed. Let me just speed this section up for you. Once I remove this, the box inside, and then let me just speed this section up also, because once you get inside this box, there's a bubble wrap. So this is well packaged. So once you get all this bubble wrap out of the way, you then see the item there. I'll get this rubbish out of the way first. Okay. It looks like quite a tidy unit, all intact. It's got the clip on the back there, as well as the battery casing. Just have a look inside there. There's no leakage of the battery, old battery. And like I said, it's a tidy unit. Show you inside the cassette housing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pop some batteries inside and see what we got. So let me just pop these two batteries inside here. See what we're working with. As you can see there, as the seller stated, there's a problem with the LCD display. You see the hour figure there. It's not broken. It's not complete. Let me just plug a speaker in.
That's kind of how Angel was born.
And
it was
you can
so
see
easy
there,
to write. We had so much fun doing it. There's a sample in
radio
there,
works fine.
string.
Yeah, which I know you
just
can
try to tune it.
Yes.
Yeah.
For such a long time. So
you can
all the stars
see
aligned there. Finish the song.
Digits there. Okay, let me pop a cassette inside and see if that's working. As the seller states, it wasn't. So I'm going to press play. As you can see inside here, there's no movement on the tape whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is just undo all the screws around it. Start dismantling the unit. Let's get these screws out of the way. And then should be able to just lift this cassette door up slightly, because there's a screw here which holds the cassette door in place, holds the hinge. So if I just get this screw out of the way first and foremost, and there's a spring inside because the door is spring loaded. The spring's on the other side, and I'm just going to see if I can work this door away from the module, which I have done there. It's just held on by the ribbon for the display. So all I've got to do is remove this screw here, which holds the spring for the tape, the spring for the cassette, and get that out of the way. And as you can see here, give you a better look at the LCD. You can see it's incomplete. It's got some of its characters missing. Just show you some of the buttons underneath here. So you can see me just pressing some of the options, and quite clearly, as stated by the seller, there is an issue with the LCD panel. So I'm just removing it here. See if I can get behind it and get to the ribbon connector, which is firmly connected. That's the back of the LCD screen. It's firmly connected. Okay, so I've got a tip off the internet, off YouTube, which apparently if you press this cigarette lighter and get the ignition on the screen, it will bring the character back. And it has done, as you can see there, miraculously. So let me just test to make sure it's all working, because it's usually around the hour figure. That's the graphics were incomplete, but as you can see there, 3, 4, 5, it's all there now. So that looks like a good tip and a good fix. Okay, now that I've got that sorted, just going to give the front cover a clean, see all the dirt and dust inside the button recesses. So I'm just going to use a bit of fairy liquid and some water and just give it a clean with a brush, just to get inside the little recesses there, and let that dry out. There it is, nice and dry. So I'm going to refit this. Just going to refit the cover. You see, I've got it nice and clean there. So I'm just going to fit the door cover lid with the control buttons. Just going to clip that back on and fix the screws back in place. Yeah, that clip together there. There's a couple of screws that hold that in place. Let me just demonstrate for you. It's still working fine. See the digits there? Working fine. As before, some of the characters were missing. Okay, I'm so happy with that. Now I'm going to turn to the cassette. I've got all the screws undone, so I'm just going to remove this back cover completely, which will reveal the belts are melted. This cassette was made in 1989, so after 35 years, the belts are melted. So what I've got to do is remove whatever remnants of the belts. As you can see, it's not rubber anymore, it's just like mush and tar. Let me just squash it in this tissue and show you. See, it's all gooey and soft. Makes a right mess of your fingers when you get it on there. So what I've got to do is scrape all remnants of that off, and I've got a replacement belt. I've got an assortment here. I've got a replacement drive belt, which is difficult to fit. What I've done, I've pressed play and the motor is spinning there. So I'm just going to use a bit of tissue, a bit of cotton bud and some platen cleaner to clean it off while it's spinning. As you can see there, that's the old bit of old rubber which is melted going onto the cotton bud. And I'm going to have to clean off all the pulley wheels as well, because there's remnants on those also. So let me just pull this cotton bud out. Once I'm satisfied that it's relatively clean. You see there, bits of melted rubber. Okay, so now that I've got all the wheels nice and clean, I'm going to fit the belts, and it's tricky. You've just got to feed it around the wheels in a certain way. It'll fit around these pulleys.
If only everything you loved was squidgy and full of delicious gelato ice cream.
I'm just trying to tuck it in around one of the capstan wheels, and up here with the motor pulley. Just trying to tuck it around that also.
Little Min's ice cream from another world.
Like I said, it's very tricky. One of the pulleys is on the underside, So let me just freeze frame you and show you here. Okay, the yellow is the belt and the blue is that's a hidden pulley, and I've got to put the belt around the drive pulley, the hidden pulley underneath, this capstan here and that capstan there, and that's how I've got to feed the belt, which is in yellow. I've highlighted that for you. That's how I've got to feed it around. And I'm just finished tucking it in here, just feeding it around all of the pulleys, just feeding it around this capstan here. It's already connected to the motor. Just tuck that in. Very difficult to film and show you at the same time. And then, like I said, there's a wheel on the underside here, which I've also got to feed the belt around. I'm just using a pair of tweezers to feed that around. It's either that or removing the PCB, but I prefer to not do that. So I'm just feeding it around this hidden pulley. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied that the belt's fitted. So what I'm going to do here is pop a couple of batteries in and give it a try. So if I just press play, sort these batteries out, terminal. Well, as you can see, the capstan wheels are turning. If I open it up and show you, I press play, that's side A playing, and I press the reverse option B button, which will play the other side as well. So let me just press the green button for the direction. That's side A, and that's side B. And as you can see, they're turning fine. I'll show you the back there. All of the pulley seems to be turning okay. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So what I'm going to do now, is going to pop a cassette inside, see what that sounds like. I'll just squeeze the cassette in between the door, so I can see how it's actually playing. It actually slots into the door, but I'm going to squeeze in between the door and the housing, just so I can see what's happening inside. I'll show you what's happening inside here. So let me just plug the speaker in, get a bit of sound, and it's playing, but let me just switch the actual speaker on so we can hear what's going on. Just press the power button here on the speaker. Now we have sound. Okay, seems to be playing. Sounds a bit fast. Try the directions. And that's working fine. But like I said, it sounds a bit fast, so I will have to adjust the motor's speed. And to adjust the speed, there's a little, let me just highlight it for you. There's a little adjuster here for the motor speed. There's highlight there, there's a little adjuster inside there. So if I adjust that, you should hear the pitch change. Here you heard that slow down. Sounds a bit better. I don't know why it was fast. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. So let me just change direction. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. So let me just try to rewind. As you can see, the tape's been in there, and the forwards, and that's fantastic. So what I'm going to do, just take the tape out. What I'm going to do now, I'm happy with the repair. So what I've got to do now is just put the whole thing back together. Until then, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.